It's the Daily Dog.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today for another edition and song reaction. I am excited about today's song. We are going back to the band Porcupine Tree, and the song is Anesthetize. So there are several people on the channel that have been suggesting this song for several weeks, and I'm happy to have time to bring it back today. It is a long song. It's 17 plus minutes, so we're going to get right into it without much delay. I have looked at the lyrics a bit, and this is a song that has a bunch of lyrics and a lot to say, it seems like. I have my notes right here, and I think in a large scale, this song is about searching for meaning in this life, and all of the ways that we can become numb to the sensations of the world through numbing ourselves with pills or drugs or substances, or also just cutting ourselves off emotionally from the world, or maybe if traumatic things happen to us, maybe that's an exercise in self-preservation. But a lot to say in this, and apparently they have a lot of time to say it. Like I said, 17 plus minutes in this song, and we're going to do the live version because that is the version that has been suggested to us. This is Porcupine Tree live doing Anesthetize. I have to figure out how to say that word in the Netherlands from several years ago. So let us wait no longer. Let's go on the journey. Here we go. Porcupine Tree, Anesthetize. Here we go. Cool drum cam. Ooh. Minor. So it's like an F major, D major, 5 of 5, but not used that way. Back to D minor, back to C. Different section. Still in C minor, E flat, down to C melodic, and then over A minor, down to A minor, then down to A flat. Back to C. There's that F sharp. As part of that D chord. It's a neat sound in C minor. It's actually C Dorian because they're consistently using this A natural. progressions that we've heard so far. And as usual, the band is extremely tight. That's a cool keyboard playing. And the live mix is excellent. Sounds wonderful. There's that A-flat chord. Back to our Dorian progression a bit. It's like a synthetic or digital mellotron, sounds like, on the keys. Now, Stephen Wilson strikes me as a master writer, as well as a recording engineer and just overall musician. The spacing and the pacing that he puts in his pieces, in his compositions, are just right. They're right on spot. He doesn't overload you with lyrics. It always gives you a very interesting and perfectly imagined sound palette for these songs. It's unusual to have a C minor chord and then a D dominant 7 as the two chords in a little solo section. That's a little unconventional. New section. We're still in C. We haven't changed keys. In C minor, with the pedal C in the bass, an F major chord over that, and then it resolves to C major. F, C major. That's interesting. There's no real lead melodic instrument during these elongated sections where you might normally find a solo. I find that the absence of like a lead solo instrument allows for just a deepening like infiltration of this overall sound to kind of penetrate us. Interesting. No real chords there, it's just half steps, D to D flat down to C. Still anchoring on that C. Funky. Melodically, we're doing C, E flat, and a B natural, but the bass isn't changing on that B natural. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that chord is. I don't think he's changing chords. I think melodically, if it was a B major chord, it would have that F sharp in it. I don't think that F sharp's in that chord. I just think it's a C minor triad that adds a leading tone. Talk about being disconnected from the rest of everything. Only MTV, only apathy from the pills in me, it's all in me, all in you. Electricity from the pills in me, it's all in me, all in you. Anesthetize.
We're lost in the mall, shuffling through the stars.
That's a
like some
funky and unbelievably cool sound. Goes down to the leading tone of the key. That C minor chord is still kind of hanging around. That would make it almost like a G augmented chord if you want to take the C out of it.
What did you say? Think I'm passing out. Only empathy from the pills in me.
From the pills in me, it's all in me. Only apathy from the pills. Fascinating.
Electricity from the pills in me. It's all in me. Only MTV, got philosophy.
Even in stuff like this, they start this section with the bass out so that it can help reestablish, and then we can do repetitions of this in this section by rebuilding up the texture and just dealing with the texture. Like I've said in other videos, if you have the entire texture the whole time, there's no range for the listener to go with you. Right? There's no ride, it's just everything all at once. And in a longer song, you need to have those changes in textures. Heavier power chord. If there's still anesthetized after all of this, then that was a heck of a pill.
Only empathy from the pills in me. It's all in me. Electricity from the pills in me. It's all in me. Only MTV, got philosophy.
No, that's not it. We got more. We got more to go. I'm trying with the longer songs. I try not to stop the music and just let the thing flow as much as I can. Yeah, picture of a pill. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what they're talking about. There's no metaphor in this. That's what they're talking about. Is it their point that the medication takes away our freedom to best experience the world around us? Or is it their point that There's no escaping the pills in a society like the one that we have now, and you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. That's just a C minor 7 chord. Just arpeggiation. B flat's a high note. B flat G. Water's so warm that day. It's a canon. The same music comes back an octave higher, but like at different times. A canon around. It's a neat layering effect, and they're still using that combination of A natural and A flat. Holding your hat in the breeze, turning away from me in this moment. In this moment you were stolen. There's black across the sun. Water's so warm that day. It's a recollection. But I'm not sure exactly what he's talking about. Help me out a little bit. Or that canon. An octave higher. Whoever suggested this live version, good choice. I think that the audio quality and the overall production of how it's shot and produced is really remarkable and effective. Really nice stuff. The best compliment that I can give this song and these musicians is that I had no idea we were nearing the end because I was so engrossed in the music. That 17 minutes. They're going into something else. Rock on. You know, I was so engrossed in what they were doing that I really didn't have any sense of the passage of time and thinking, oh, when is this going to be over? How far am I into this? I was just enjoying what they were talking about. Like I said, there's especially the stuff at the end. How beautiful was the ending? Some of these big progressive songs that I've been doing lately, we looked at The Count of Tuscany, we looked at Close to the Edge. This one's quite long. We looked at some other stuff. The second halves of these pieces are where all of the great, in my mind, sounds and revelations and just deep connections are. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Steven Wilson is one of my favorite musicians that I haven't listened to a whole lot. It's really strange, but anything that I've ever heard that he's involved in has been absolutely top-notch. So it was really a lot of fun to listen to Porcupine Tree play today. Anesthetize. I think that was the first time that I've ever listened to that song all the way through without stopping. And what a wonderful piece of music it was. A great ride. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if I got anything wrong or if you think I'm way off base on the meaning of all of this. And let's have a conversation about it. Great stuff. Thanks for being with me today, and we will see you next time on The Daily Doug.